Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we have another One Piece reaction review. This time is chapter 1083, titled The Truth About That Day. So this chapter, I'm actually reading it the day that it came out. Normally I'm late, I'm like pretty much just a day late. But reading it today means I've literally seen nothing about this chapter. Normally I don't ever usually get spoiled. It's normally just like I see, characters and thumbnails. I avoid reading the titles and everything. And so sometimes I'll just be like, oh, I know this character's in this chapter and is gonna do something. But this time I'm early and I've seen nothing. So I genuinely don't know what to expect from this chapter. But anyways, let's get started. Okay, so we have a cover request by Mikuro, and it's Doflamingo tending to a fallen chick and making a nest with his coat. I never thought I'd see Doflamingo in one of these cover requests. It's just also in a situation like this where he's tending to a chick. I feel like it's also just strange seeing Doflamingo again because we haven't seen him in so long. But anyway, okay, so we're starting off in the Kamabaka Queendom. So we accomplished everything we set out to do. Okay, and someone's in the back saying, what did Sabo see? Okay, so let's see. There's probably gonna be some pretty. I don't know if we're gonna learn anything more than what we know, or if it's just gonna be Sabo explaining. But this is gonna be interesting. All three objectives were taken care of. We officially declared war by destroying the Celestial Dragon symbol. We rescued Kuma-san and freed as many slaves as possible. Finally, we managed to find and destroy the Holy Land's food reserves. Oh, so what was the fallout? It was nothing to sneeze at, but we got the world's attention, and the Navy ended up sending in the big guns. So that's interesting. They destroyed their food reserve. We knew about officially declaring war, rescuing, saving Kuma, but I don't think we knew about destroying the food reserves. That's gonna be pretty interesting. I don't know how big of an effect that would have, but I feel like I mean I would assume the Celestial Dragons. I don't think they'd have farms up there in the Holy Land. I feel like because everyone there is Celestial Dragons, so it's they're not going to be farming. So destroying their food reserves, that might actually be pretty significant. Okay, this dragon talking right here. Meanwhile, we triggered uprisings in 12 nations where we held strong influence, 8 of which were successful. Ivankov saying, well, I have a hard time with the German accent. I'm just going to try to read it normally. Well, you say you're... say 8... Okay, so you say 8 were successful, but one of them vanished, the Kingdom of Lucia. Okay. I'm assuming Sabo's going to explain that. Dragon says, the headlines censored everything, but the 7 others have all declared their intent to no longer... Oh, I just realized. Sabo already explained this to them. We're just sort of recapping everything. But all the 7 others have all declared their intent to no longer pay the Celestial tribute or comply with the exploitive exporting of their resources. On top of that, the Revolutionary Army is attacking government supply carriers all over the world. So stop resources from reaching Mary Joa. Okay, so yeah, they're cutting off Mary Joa from outside resources too. So that's pretty crazy. Because I feel like that's some huge stuff. Because especially if it's resources in general, not just food. Because again, they don't have farms. They're probably not going to have any really manual labor up there. Other than maybe a few... other than... I just said no manual labor. These are Celestial Dragons. Obviously they have slaves, but I don't think they have farms and stuff up there. They say the Holy Land's high up location makes it an impenetrable fortress. But we'll see how they like living under siege. They'll finally get a taste of what it's like to live in poverty and go hungry. Hee-haw! That's what I call a result. Indeed, we may not be able to cut off all their supplies, but we're squeezing them slowly but surely. They must be struggling by now. As expected, though, they're not a foe who will just take all this lying down. Our real battle will start when they mobilize God's Knights. Okay, we heard about God's Knights earlier. I'm 99% sure. I don't know. The last time, the time I don't know. I remember it being in the Reverie arc when what was his name? The Celestial Dragon that was sort of like met up with Otohime and he turned good and he attacked one of the other Celestial Dragons. I think, like, I don't know, they probably mentioned him somewhere else. I'm pretty sure they mentioned him again in one of the more recent chapters. But they might not even mention them when I'm thinking of, but we know nothing about them other than they're sort of they help solve problems with Celestial Dragons up on Mary Joa. And so it sounds like they're like an elite from what we're hearing right here. It sounds like they're like the top of the top. They're like an elite group that are like specifically the Celestial Dragons like army or something. You realize you will be their number one target, right, Sabo? Or should I start calling you Flame Emperor Boy? I'm not too hard on that name. It doesn't matter what the truth bending behind King Cobra's assassination is. The news reports have made you a hero already. In the eyes of revolutionaries everywhere, authority figures within the world government are hated for being subhuman monsters. Well, there are certainly many malignant, power-hungry despots who deserve that reputation. There are also a number of intelligent and fair rulers, too. In Arabasta, King Cobra was in a class of his own. Everyone considered him to be an outstanding sovereign. Unfortunately, misinformation spreads faster than nuances like that. This might be cold to say, but while I feel bad for what happened to Cobra, I think I can live with the way this all played out if it helps fuel the flames of rebellion. My, you really are unshakable. Then spit it out already. What really happened? Is there any truth behind this scoop? Okay. Yeah, and now we're seeing this newspaper. Yeah, it definitely looks like Sabo killed King Cobra. But I don't know. I guess this is what we're going to get into. Did he really? Because earlier he said he didn't, but I guess we're getting into it right here. Maybe we'll find out who did. We all shed tears over this, desperately trying to find an explanation, because we all wanted to believe in you. Sabo actually looks angry at it. Maybe it's a doctored photo or something like that. Okay. And now we're going into flashback. Over a month ago, at the home of the gods in the Holy Land of Mary Joa, not long after the reverie began, they're attacking the home of the gods. Get out of here and help us, you lousy bureaucrats. They blew up the storehouse. We're under attack. It's the 4 captains. Okay, so yeah, this is the Revolutionary Army obviously attacking them. Actually, we don't even know what like the end result of this all was. I wonder, like, how were they stopped? It might have been the Holy Knights, but I guess we'll see. This is outrageous. First they attacked our beloved symbol, and now now the plebs have taken away our exquisite food. Does the jealousy of these vermin know no bounds? I don't even want to keep the heads. Just dispose of them at once. Oh, this guy thinks he's being real selfless. I won't even take their heads. Just dispose of them. It's just so terrible. After that, summon all the dreadful bodyguards and have them executed. Those miserable wrenches allowed them to happen on their watch. Jeez, these people are... I don't need to say it, but holy crap. You depraved snail, I told you to hear... Oh my gosh. What would you do if something were to happen to me? I've had enough. I'll walk myself. Consider yourself fired, you useless piece of trash. Oh, and then wait, okay, he pulls up his gun to shoot him, but then, like, the gun, like, gets swatted out of his hand, like, super fast. Oh, it's this guy. I don't remember his name. My gun, who do you think you are? Crowing suit. And I guess that's his... Yeah, this is the guy with, like, the weird, like, crow logia, I think. I think it's a logia, because it's sort of... It might not be. I might have just... It honestly might have not even been revealed what sort of specification it is, but I don't remember his name, though, but it's an interesting power, so I've wanted to see it. Okay. Oh, so he sends off a bird, and the bird can talk. He's talking to the pirate who is a slave. Escape to the east of the city. Well, okay. It's a revolutionary army. Okay. one of the bodyguards, I guess, pulls out a gun and is trying to shoot this crow guy. Obviously, I'm guessing this is gonna. Oh yeah. Get this Saint Plumbing to safety. Let's riddle this scum with bullets. Blast him until there's nothing left. Yeah, so he's just getting fired all up. I'm assuming. He probably most definitely has some form of Logia. It might be like a special paramecia like Katakuri's is though, but I'm assuming it's a Logia. There really is nothing left. Don't tell me he's okay. And there's like weird like ash looking stuff. Oh, and then he like reforms behind them. Okay. Oh, Obella suit or something like that. Obelli suit. I don't know how to pronounce that, but he does some sort of attack, and it just wipes this whole group out. Okay, yeah, Karasu, that's his name. He ate the soot fruit. Okay, so I guess the crows thing is just sort of a weird offshoot of that. Just sort of an extra added ability, because that happens a lot. But yeah, laser shooter. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. I don't remember any of these guys' names. I think it's a good thing we're seeing them again. Let's see. Hurry up, gather at the east side of the city. We're gonna get you out of here. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's this little mink. I forgot his name. Lindbergh, Southern captain of the Revolutionary Army. They're really going at it over there. Let's see. Oh shoot, I lost my spot. They're head this way. Hurry up and release everyone. Okay, yeah. Karasu, he's sang out his bird again. That's a really interesting power. It's so, but like he has these crows. The crows can talk. I feel like that's amazing for the Revolutionary Army, especially if these crows they can both talk and if they can also listen. That'd be incredible for for information gathering. Crow. Oh, okay. This is Fujitora. I didn't expect to see him. Crow Reckon. Oh, and yeah, Fujitora is just slicing up all the crows way easily. Okay, this is just insane. Now we're gonna look at Morley and Green Bull. That it's just so wild because I feel because we haven't seen like too many admirals like this close to each other actually. In the story, I feel like in action, the only other time was during Marineford when we've seen multiple admirals in battle. Oh my, this boy sure likes to play rough. Yeah, this is Morley. I remember Morley. He has like the digging power or something like that. You're the ones destroying the city. Just cough up where your leader went off to. You shouldn't sniff around and stalk people, you dirty little perv. You're as bad as him. Watch where you're swinging. Okay, yeah, they're just causing absolute destruction, and I don't know. I still can't decide if I want to call him Green Bull or Ryokyugyu. Ryokyugyu is harder to say, but with all the other admirals, we call them by their like Japanese names. So I don't know. Ryokyugyu. I'll see you. Sorry, I'm flubbing more words. I'll see that you hang it. I'll see to it that you hang if any of us get hurt. Jeez. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. He's just. He does not care. He is causing so much destruction right now. Him and Morley just fighting is absolutely destroying everything. Fujitora, what do you think you're doing? I'm calling in a meteor strike. Don't be an idiot. That's a terrible idea. There are 2 admirals here. But if we were anywhere but the home of the gods, that'd be more than enough power to turn any battlefield upside down. Yeah, sort of saying what I said before. It's crazy to see multiple admirals fighting at one location. Even if you ignore the handicap, the Revolutionary Army captains are doing well to stand their ground. Okay. Oh, these are like CP9 members. I don't know if they're still CP9. But it's kind of weird to see them. Just goes to show there are no pushovers. Yeah, we have the Chapapa guy. Don't remember many of their names other than Khalifa, Bluno. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't. I get okay. Well, now we're coming out of a flashback though, pretty soon here. I think. Okay, never mind. We might not be. Sabo, don't you have the keys to these collars yet? I just found out where they keep them. It won't be long. Okay, so Sabo, he's running through the castle, obviously. Lindbergh, what's up? Kumasan's in Pangea Castle too. Yeah. So, I just stopped him with that dumb. I just spotted him with that dumb father and son, saint duo, Roswald and Charlos. They must still be looking to get revenge for that thing we heard about at the public courtyard. He hasn't given up on getting Shirahoshi. Yeah, this guy. Oh my gosh. Yeah, even right now, he's just sort of, he's all beat up, but he's like, oh, I'll make you my pet. Such a terrible guy. I won't forgive them for using Kuma-san like this. Yeah, we won't let them get away with it. More like a make sure everything's still ready. Okay, we have I'm trying to figure out, is Shirahoshi holding Sabo? She's holding someone. I don't know what exactly is going on. But she might not even be holding someone. Maybe that's like a crow or Denden Mushi. Okay, here's oh my gosh, there's so many names running through my head. Oh my gosh, this is terrible. She's been in this story. Jewelry Bonnie. Oh my gosh, she's been in the story so much recently. I couldn't remember her name. Still, there's just a lot of characters. She's running around. Okay, so here's Vivi. Can't you buzz off? I'd rather have Vice Admiral Garb's help. Don't worry. Okay, yeah, we have Lucci, part of CP0, protecting her, I guess. Don't worry, we'll protect you. Like you protected Shirahoshi? Oh wait, you didn't. And that creep's definitely going to target her again. I'm afraid only King Cobra has been permitted an audience with the 5 elders. Okay, so I remember back in the Reverie arc, this is a weird random detail for me to remember, but I remember Cobra thinking, oh, I want to talk with the... It might have been later, actually, if I remember it so well. It could have been another thing we saw. But I remember him saying how he wanted to talk to the 5 elders. I didn't think he'd actually get a meeting. Let's see. But, okay, wait. I'm afraid only Cobra has been permitted with an audience with the 5 elders, but chalk up hell. This won't take long, and it would be tedious for you to wait outside. It'd be a much better use of your time to look out for Vivi. She's always been a mischievous one. You can't let her out of your sight for a second. And that's where the chapter ends. Okay. Great chapter. Great chapter. Whew. All right. And this was mostly just flashback. A lot of just interesting sort of stuff adding on. We didn't get the same, maybe not as crazy as the other chapters, but these chapters are definitely necessary where, even this is still really crazy compared to a lot of other chapters. But this is very, from everything here, it's like, okay, we're moving on to something even crazier. Seeing, Cobra Ming with the 5 elders. I doubt the fact that he was assassinated kind of tells me that it's not like they had a whole lot of discussion. But anyway, I'm going to go through from the start, see what else. So obviously the food reserves, I talked about that. That's, pretty big deal. Just cutting off their food reserves. They're going to starve up there. Yeah. I don't know what they will do about it. I'm wondering if they'll have to move out then, I guess. If they'll have to take the Celestial Dragons somewhere else so they can get food. Because, obviously they can get more ships to bring food, but the Revolution Army keeps cutting them off, and it's sort of like, it'd be easier if they're just somewhere where they can get the food directly. But, yeah, so other stuff, the Revolution Army triggered uprising in 12 nations. 8 were successful. One of those 8 was Lucia. But still, 7 kingdoms is a pretty good amount. There's still a lot. I think it's 120 kingdoms, I think. But I feel like that's still just a pretty good cut away from the world government. Especially since it seems like it's in a pretty short time. But anyway, let's see. Okay, yeah, Dragon's worried about them mobilizing the God's Knights, which sort of tells me they're gonna be pretty strong. Because they say the real battle. Okay, wait. This just makes me think. As expected, though, they're not a foe who will just take all this line down. Our real battle will start when they mobilize God's Knights. Is he saying that everything, the battle with Ryokyugu and Fujitora and them attacking the Holy Land, all that wasn't a real battle? And the God's Knights will be the real battle? Because that tells me that these... And, from this image, we see that there's a lot of them. I don't think just like one single one is going to be stronger than an admiral, but it seems like these guys are pretty crazy. And actually, okay, I'm looking at this. This guy in the middle looks an awful lot like Shanks. That's sort of, that's, okay, I don't know how, it looks a lot like him, like the cape, the sword, and like that's sort of, I don't know what to make of that. A lot of people have the theory that Shanks is evil. I'm generally against that, but that looks a lot like Shanks. I don't know. It could just be a coincidence, but it might not be. But anyway, let's see. Okay, so Sabo says he didn't kill. Actually, no. I still don't think Sabo didn't kill King Cobra. I think earlier Sabo said he didn't. I'm assuming something happened. I don't know. I'm wondering if him herself. We don't know obviously who Im is, but I wonder if they killed Cobra, and like I don't know. There's some sort of commotion. Sabo rushes in to see what happens, and that's when he sees Im. But I don't know. And I don't know what reason they have for assassinating him. Because I'm thinking, because I was like, they let him in to have a meeting, but like, I wonder if their intentions were always to kill him, or if something he said during the meeting with them sort of, they were like, okay, we gotta just get rid of this guy. But anyway, this whole battle breaks out. Obviously, crazy to see two admirals at the same place. We sort of, get the captains that I've forgotten, Karasu, Morley, Limburg, and there's the one other girl, I forget her name. But yeah, really interesting. Really glad we're getting back to some of the stuff at the Reverie, because the Reverie, there's a lot of stuff that's happened that we have no idea about. But anyway, that's all I wanted to say about this chapter. If you like this video, please leave a like and leave a comment. Tell me your thoughts on this chapter. Tell me your thoughts on this video. Remember to save the blobfish, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.